need both of you, the husband and the wife, both of you that's working this business has to have an equally high priority for the business. So if you set a goal to say from January to Atlantic City in May, we're going to make this run for senior vice president, then that has to be the priority for both of you. So I'll tell you guys a story. Back when we got started with this business in 2006, we started in May. Our first national training event was that following September. So we were determined that by the time September came around, we were going to be national directors. That was a goal that we had set for ourselves and for our business, and that was the priority that we both had. That was a high priority for both of us. So what did we have to do? We both had to make sacrifices. See, the problems with couples in business is that they say they want to go after this goal, but then when it comes down to making the sacrifices and doing the work, then one person slacks off. And when that happens, your business slows down. So because that was a high priority for both of us, we both had to make some shifts. Notice I said we both had to make some shifts. What that means is that I had to give up some things, and Stan had to give up some things. I had to give up watching TV. He had to give up wanting to host parties at our house every weekend. Right, honey?
That's right.
Y'all know he is a dolphin, right? See what I mean? He's a dolphin. And so we had to make that shift and make those sacrifices. And so what we did for the summer of 2006 was that we did PBRs every single weekend. We did PBRs every single weekend. Every Saturday at what time?
3 o'clock, sharp.
We did a PBR. And then guess what? If nobody showed up, honey, what did we do?
We practiced the presentation. She do the first half, I do the money, to make our son sit there and watch.
And so now they can do the presentation just as well as you can. And so the point is this: if you're going to set a goal for yourself and for your business, both of you have to be willing to make the sacrifices, and if you're not, then there's going to be some problems. Number 3 is communication. Say communication. You have to talk everything out. You have to be honest with each other, no matter how good it is, and no matter how bad it is. And ladies, what I want you all to know is that we communicate differently than men. Yeah. Can I get an amen, ladies? Yeah. And so what happens is this: we're moving and shaking, we're talking, we're speeding down the road, and we're going from one subject to the next. And men are still on that very first thing that we were talking about. Yeah. And so what I've understood is this: men's brain is on dial-up. Well, dial-up is like this. And women's brain is on Wi-Fi. We're all speeding internet, we're moving and shaking, right? And so when we say things, like, we get it, right? We don't have to explain it all from A to Z, and if we do, we expect you to get it, and if we switch gears, you got to be moving along with us. I'll give you guys an example. Christmas time. We had finished decorating upstairs, and now we're in the basement, and we're decorating downstairs. And I said, honey, I need your help. Can you please come downstairs with me and help me pull out the Christmas tree? Because we need to set it up. So he comes downstairs, and he pulls out the Christmas tree. He pulls out the Christmas tree, and then I start opening the bag, and I'm getting ready to do the next thing. When you pull out the Christmas tree, ladies, what are you going to do next? But I said, pull out the Christmas tree. And so he pulled out the Christmas tree, and so I'm like, honey, like, now he's like sitting on the pool table, making some phone calls. I'm like, honey, what happened? We're supposed to be like putting up the Christmas tree. And so guess what he said? You asked me to pull out the Christmas tree. And I said, you know what? I sure did. And so ladies, what I want you to know is this: when they say they need you to tell them what to do, just tell them